Hello, everybody. Welcome to COMP 2804, Section B. This is, of course, Discrete Structures, Part 2. My name is Michiel Smit. I will be teaching this course this term. As you know, it will be completely online. This will be a very short lecture in which I give a quick overview of what to expect and what is expected from you. The most important part is to write down the web page for this course. On this web page, you will find basically everything that will be taught in the course. In particular, you will find the textbook, which is free. I will post all assignments there. I will post information about the midterm, about the final exam. On the webpage, you can also find assignments, midterm, and exams from previous terms, in case you want extra material to practice. And on the course page, I will post the videos of every lecture. So the official class times are Wednesdays and Fridays from 4 till 5:30 p.m. So I will, for every specific lecture, I will post it well before the official class time. Okay, now I will also have my office hours on Wednesday, Friday between 4 and 5. And the office hours will be through Zoom. And I will send you a link to the Zoom link through CUlearn. Okay, so I will send you frequently emails through CUlearn, so keep an eye on your mailbox. So what is expected from you? Besides watching the videos, of course, there will be 4 assignments. The course page tells you the due date for each of them, and I will try to post them 14 days before the due date. Assignments are worth 25%. There will be a midterm, which will be in week 7 of the term, which is, I think, the week before reading week. Midterm will be worth 25%, and then at the end of the term, there will be a final exam, which will be worth 50%. Okay, so we are still working on the format of the midterm and the final exam. As soon as I know more, I will post it on the webpage, and I will send you email through CUlearn. Okay, so what are the main topics we are going to see this term? There will be 3 topics. So the main part of the course will be on probability theory. And most of you will have seen probability somewhere. And you may, well, those of you who have seen it will remember that probability is based on counting. So we will start this term for about 2 weeks. I will give you different techniques to count. Yeah, so for example, how many bit strings of length 100 are there? How do you determine that? Then we will do about 2 weeks on recursion, and the rest of the week, which is about 8 weeks, will be on probability. Yeah, and keep in mind that probability, it uses both accounting and it uses recursion as well. Okay, this is Discrete Structures Part 2. You have taken Discrete Structures Part 1, which is COMP 1805. So I assume that you are still familiar with the material that you learned. In particular, I assume that you are still familiar with the different techniques for proofs. In 1805, you have seen what are called direct proofs. You have seen proofs by contradiction, and you have seen proofs by induction. Proofs by induction will be especially important because recursion is sort of the same as induction. I assume you are familiar with the sigma notation for summation. So here is an example. So if you see the sum of terms I square, where the I starts at 1 and ends at n, this is a shorthand for saying 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square, etc. up to n square. Okay, so these summations, they will show up over and over again, especially when we get to random variables and expected values. And I assume that you are familiar with the notion of a set, subset, union of two sets, intersection of two sets, that you are familiar with graphs, and that you are familiar with the big O notation. Okay, so this is basically the end already of this introduction lecture. I would call it lecture 0. So the official class starts on September 9. And as I said before the official class time on September 9, I will post you the first real lecture, which will be chapter 1 in the textbook. Remember, the textbook you can download from the course page. Chapter 1 is a more detailed, quick overview of what to expect during this term. In case you are not entirely familiar or you want to review the notions from Comp 1805, I recommend that you take a quick look at chapter 2 of the textbook. Chapter 2 gives more examples of proofs, direct by contradiction, induction. It gives some more examples about graphs and big O as well. Okay, so this is then the end of lecture number 0, and I see you then on September 9.